Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So sorry for the long absence. I've just been so busy with my personal life and I just haven't had time to make videos for you guys. Truth be told, I've just been so exhausted from work and everything else that's been going on. So yeah, I figured I'd just take a break from making videos for a little while. But anyway, I'm back now and figured I should bring you guys a test hand video. I kind of owe you guys. This has actually been requested quite a bit of times, so figured I'd do it now while I still can. So it's on Shaddolls. It's from my most recent Shaddoll deck profile list. Nothing's really changed from the deck other than the side deck, honestly. But yeah, it's still the same simply because I didn't feel like it needed to be changed all that much, especially that, you know, Drytron is making a comeback. The best thing I like about Shaddolls is that it's a going second deck, and whenever you see what your opponent's playing, it kind of gives you an idea to how to assess the situation on what to do. So same as usual, 2 test hands, but both of them are going to go second because, again, I don't really want to go first with this deck, but yeah, this is going to be like one of those rare instances where I don't typically do it going first hand. You can do it, it's possible, but again, that extra draw really does help a lot. So yeah, now if you are first go first, you know, again, if you have the right combo pieces, you should do just fine, so long as, you know, don't let your opponent scare you, you know. But anyway, let me finish up shuffling up here and we'll get started. All right, so let's see what we got. Nice good cut. And let's see, opening hand is, oh nice, Shaddoll Fusion. So again, great going second card because we're in a combo heavy format. I mean, yeah, Tri Brigade is technically a form of control, but it does use combos, and they are going to be using monsters summoned from the extra deck. But again, it all depends on what your matchup is first, and you just need to kind of like figure what to do against that. All right, so next, okay, Shaddoll Dragon, pretty good against back row, so yeah, not too bad either. Okay, ooh, Shaddoll Beast, Mathematician, and last but not least, another Mathematician. Okay, I can't complain. So, again, your opponent's gonna set up his board, you draw for turn. Okay, Shaddoll Fusion, so there's actually quite a lot I could do here. For sure, we need to bait out some cards, so I think on my main phase 1, I'd start off with Shaddoll Fusion, simply because if the case of my opponent happens to have an Ash Blossom, you know, they can target this. I still have Shaddoll Fusion, which is still really good, and I can still go full combo with it. But if they don't have an Ash Blossom, great, it'll resolve. So your opponent's most likely going to have an extra deck monster, so we're going to send, let's see here, what do I send off of this? Okay, so for sure we're going to go ahead and send Skomata and our copy of Performance Trick Clown, just so we have a free extender. So, yeah. Send those 2, make your construct. Move these out of the way for right now. Okay, and then we'll start our chain links. So construct chain link 1, Skomata chain link 2, and Trick Clown chain link 3. We'll special summon. Let's special summon it over here. Pay our 1,000 life points. Skomata will dump a Shaddoll monster or a Shaddoll card, I should say, because it does the same thing that construct does. So we'll send Shaddoll Incarnation, and off of construct, Shaddoll Wendy. All right, so Shaddoll Wendy's effect, we're going to special summon our Aerial defense mode. Well, face down defense. All right, and then of course we got our cool combos going off here. But first things first, let's see what we have. I tempted to just kind of like go crazy with this, but let's hold off for a sec. All right, so for sure what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to link off the Aerial. We're going to link off the construct, I'm sorry, to make Gravity Controller. Now, of course, we can't link it off this turn, but that shouldn't be a problem. You could also use it for fusion material later on if you wanted to, but anyway, off the construct, add back your Shaddoll Fusion back to your hand. Next, we're going to banish the Incarnation with the construct, flip our Aerial's effect, special, and then, of course, now we're free to send another Shaddoll card, in which case you're going to send off your Schism. Because again, Schism's just a crazy card. You definitely want to get that to your hand as quickly as possible. So, but now we're pretty much free to do what we want to here. All right, so next we're going to go ahead and link for 2. So we'll use the Trick Clown and the construct. We're going to go ahead and make our Verite Anaconda. All right, and of course construct's effect, add back our Schism. Now we're not going to go using Verite Anaconda's effect just quite yet because I still got a lot I could do here. So next we're going to go ahead and normal summon our Mathematician. We'll use his effect to dump a level 4 monster to the grave. So I guess our best option right now is probably going to be either Hedgehog or Falco. Let's go Hedgehog because we can at least search out the Falco. All right. Now this is where things get a little cool. All right. Before I do anything else, we're going to set that Schism. That way it's already ready for us for next turn. And then what we're going to go ahead and do is enter our battle phase. We're going to go ahead and... actually, scratch that. We're not going to do that yet. What we need to do is actually first activate El Shaddoll Fusion. We're going to use the Mathematician that's already in our hand together with the Shaddoll Beast. Now, of course, if you have a back row to deal with, then use Dragon instead, but I'm just going to use Beast simply because it at least gives me an extra draw. So we'll make those and then bring out our El Shaddoll Shekinaga. Okay, now what we're going to do is activate our Verite Anaconda's effect, pay our 2,000, send Red Ice Fusion, and then, of course, our needed materials to make our Dragoon. So, yeah, I almost messed that up, actually. So I was like, wait, don't go into battle phase yet. Don't go into the battle phase yet. And then, yeah, just make our Dragoon. And now you have two negates. We have one that negates the effects of special summon monsters, and this one just an Omni negate altogether. And we do have discard fodder, so thank God for that. And plus, El Shaddoll Shekinaga's effect, its discarding effect, is not cost, so you can trigger either one of these two of its effects. So, depending on what you have, is going to be the best way to go about it. Plus, next turn, what you could also do is activate your Schism, banish Aerial, and enter a material from your graveyard, so just to make your free window. So, but we're not going to do that anyway. So, you can use the effect to pop two cards, two monsters, and burn your opponent for damage. And honestly, this should be enough to help you close out game. If not, again, you have more than enough disruption to just kind of apply the pressure. And that's what's so great about this deck. So, yeah, there's a lot of crazy things you can do. This deck doesn't feel linear in any way. And, yeah. All right. You know what? I changed my mind. We will do a going first hand just to see if I can perform a similar combo like this. Just to be fair, so let's just say we're going to do it backwards. So my first hand was our going second hand, and it's usually how you should play your going second hand. But again, if we can do something similar like this going first, then yeah, it should be fine. So yeah, we'll do a going first hand. Because again, if my opponent knows I'm going to play Shaddolls, realistically, he's going to force me to go first. Because yeah, Shaddolls play awkwardly going first. Unless you're playing the Trap Fair, then you're fine. You don't even have to worry about that. But yeah, like, that's just kind of like being a little realistic here. All right, give it a nice good cut. And let's see what our going first hand is. Okay, Super Poly, not too bad. I mean, it could be a good form of disruption. Ooh, Leona, okay, love to see it. If I can have a Shaddoll monster, okay, El Shaddoll Fusion. Another Leona, that's kind of gross. And okay, Falco. Not the Shaddoll monster I would want right now, but it'll work. It'll work just fine. So, for sure, what we can do is... Okay, we're going to go ahead and normal summon a Leona. That way we at least have another fusion spell to add to our hand. So, yeah. Add Magis's Invocation. But, if anything, we don't really need to use it simply because we can easily just make do without it. It could be our discard fodder for our Super Poly. So we're going to activate El Shaddoll Fusion. We're going to use our Leona and our Falco together this time. We're going to go and make our construct like we did before. Now I might not be able to make the same end board, but we can try, you know. All right. So effective construct, chain link 1, Falco chain link 2. We're going to special summon that in face down defense. And of course, with our construct, we're going to dump our usual cards. We're going to send our Squamata to the grave. And then off of Squamata, we're going to dump Wendy. And off of Wendy, we're going to go ahead and special summon out our Aerial again. Face down defense. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and link off that construct again. Make Gravity Controller, because Gravity Controller, you know, it's basically a better version of Grand Mole. And not to mention, with Construct already in the grave, we can at least save it for later. So we're going to add back our El Shaddoll Fusion thanks to her effect. And then what we're going to go ahead and do is set that El Shaddoll Fusion, as well as our Super Poly, because our opponent doesn't even know we have it. And yeah, so like we have 2 monsters that'll have flip effects. If Falco gets flipped face up, I can special summon this back, or Wendy. Even Squamata would be good. So we have options now. So if anything, and I believe Ariel also summons back from, let's see, okay, it only targets banished cards. But honestly, that's fine, because again, with a card like El Shaddoll Fusion, we could just use that in our Leona, make another construct, and then banish 3 cards out of our opponent's graveyard. Now, of course, this is not really good against Tri-Brigades, because, you know, they have Tri-Brigade Revolt, but you get the gist. So again, our options are there. You just got to know how to properly use them. So, and again, we have Super Volley. That's a pretty good form of disruption. I believe some of the Tri-Brigade monsters are Earth monsters. If I could be wrong, I'm not entirely sure. I have to look into that deck again. But if, you know, again, you have, if your opponent summons out an Earth monster, use that Super Poly, discard, like I said, discard your Majesty's Invocation as your fodder or your Leona. So, but if anything, I'd probably go for the Invocation. Make El Shaddoll Shekinaga. If they have a dark, go for your Winda. If it's a light, go for your Construct. You know, like I said, do whatever you need to, you know. And basically, that's all you have to do with this. Just like figure it out, assess your situation, think carefully. So again, going first, you kind of want to play a more slow game. And that's not a bad thing. This deck can actually play a really good slow game as long as you do it correctly. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I will catch you guys again next time.